In this video, I'll be recreating Ruben Amorim's 3-2-4-1 tactics in EAFC 25. Make sure you stick around until the end for the tactic code so you can use this system in your next career mode save. Welcome back everyone to Career Mode Chronicles. Today I'll be recreating new Manchester United boss Ruben Amorim's tactics. Amorim is known for his 3-4-2-1 system, which emphasizes short passing and possession, with ball-playing center-backs and wing-backs pushing forward in attack. Defensively, he relies on a high line and aggressive pressing. So Amorim rarely deviates from his 3-4-2-1 formation, and during his time at Sporting Lisbon, he won 2 league titles and 2 league cups using this system. Now at Manchester United, he has started implementing the same system with varying degrees of success so far, but this video isn't about United's poor season right now. Instead, I'll be showing you how you can use specific tactical settings, player roles, and in-game mechanics to recreate Amorim's system in EAFC 25. So the first step to recreating Amorim's 3-4-2-1 system is setting the correct tactical settings. Okay, so this first part might make people click off, but just follow with me here. While Amorim sets up in a 3-4-2-1 formation, I found that the 5-2-3 formation actually works best in game, as this formation mimics a 3-4-2-1 formation with the right player roles, which we'll get onto later, but it's just more solid defensively, and it plays much better than the 3-4-2-1 since in EAFC 25, 3 at the back formations really leave way too much space at the wings, and the 5 at the back formation really helps cover that weakness. So the rest of the tactical settings are pretty self-explanatory. You'll want to set short passing so your AI teammates come closer to you when you have possession. And you obviously want to set the high line so you press aggressively just like Amorim's system. Moving on to player roles, this is where the 5-2-3 will begin to mimic Amorim's 3-4-2-1 system. With the proper player roles, your team will defend in a 5-2-3, but it'll transition into a 3-4-2-1 when you have possession, which really mirrors Amorim's real-life tactics. First, you want to set your keeper to the sweeper keeper role with the build-up focused. This will ensure that they'll come out and sweep any balls while helping with the build-up. In the same vein, you'll want to set the left center back and the right center back to ball-playing defenders with the aggressive focus. This will ensure that the 2 wide center backs help in the build-up phase of the attack, while also being a little more aggressive in defense as there'll be a lot of space left behind by the wingbacks. Then you'll want the central center back to play it more safe and be more of an anchor for that back 3. So just set that one to the defender player role with the defend focus to play it safe. Now we move on to the wingbacks, which is the most crucial aspect of this system. To attack in a 3-4-2-1, you'll want to set the left back and the right back to attacking wingbacks unbalanced. This will ensure that they push up and play as wingers when you have the ball, while starting as left back and right backs in a 5 at the back formation will really help solidify your defense. Now moving on to center mids. You'll want to set one midfielder to box-to-box midfielder to help contribute both offensively and defensively. Then you'll want to set the other midfielder to deep-lying playmaker on defense focus so they cover the midfield and offer some stability in the middle of the park. As a side note, avoid using the ball-winning midfielder in this player role, as it can cause the player to get dragged out of position. And I know it probably sounds better to use a holding midfielder in this position, but I found compared to a deep-lying playmaker role, a ball winner will tend to just leave his position and leave big gaps in your midfield. Now moving on to probably the second most important player roles are the left winger and the right winger. In the 3-4-2-1 you have cams, however in the 5-2-3 you have wingers, so it's important to set these wingers to wide playmakers on the build-up focus. This will ensure that they drift centrally and play as cams behind the striker. Now, in Amorim's system, one of the cams is normally more of a traditional number 10 and a playmaker, while the other one will look to make more runs in behind the striker. But it's important that you avoid using the attack focus for any of these wingers, as that'll pull them out way too wide. While one of these players obviously makes runs in behind the striker, we'll show you how you can use a game mechanic to replicate that later in this video. Lastly, set the striker to advance forward with the complete focus. This will allow them to participate in the build-up and create space for other players. Now, while tactical settings and player roles provide a strong foundation, how you play in-game is equally as important when recreating a system. First, you'll want to use manual runs to make your cams run in behind the striker. You can do this by tapping L1 or LB to make your player run forward, or you can tap it and press the analog stick right and direct them into a specific area. Avoid manually dragging your players out of position, whether you have the ball and dribble out wide with a center mid, or you're just pressing too hard, as this can really throw off the balance of your system, leaving too many gaps all over the pitch. Similarly, you'll want to focus on keeping your wingbacks wide and only cutting inside when the opportunity arises to help maintain the tactical setup. And there you have it. By following this guide, you can recreate Ruben Amorim's 3-4-2-1 system in FC 25. And as promised, here's the tactic code so you can set everything up instantly. I highly recommend using this tactic if you're looking to rebuild Manchester United with Amorim's system in your next career mode save. And stay tuned because I'll be covering that career mode save and how to set it up in an upcoming video. Comment down below what topic you'd like me to cover next, and give a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. As always, you can find the full article of this guide on careermodechronicles.com along with other career mode content. Link is in the description, and thanks for watching and take care everyone.